Kuwait City. On a calm winter night, a couple of tourists admire the vast open view from their hotel room overlooking the bay. Suddenly, a brilliant streak tears across the sky, a spectacular fireball racing above the water. For a moment, it looks like a meteor about to burn out in the atmosphere, but it doesn't. Instead of fading, the object slows down and continues across the bay. The couple struggle to understand what they are seeing, but they know it is highly unusual. Then, within seconds, something even more extraordinary happens. Something they would remember for the rest of their lives. Welcome to Anomaly Desk, a channel dedicated to documenting underreported observations from around the world. Today, we examine a report filed on January 4th, 2026. Location, Kuwait City. Witness, a trained F-18 pilot. Status, unidentified. Kuwait City sits on the northern edge of the Arabian Gulf, a coastal capital built along a wide open bay with an unobstructed view over the water and the night sky. From the upper floors of its waterfront hotels, the horizon stretches for miles. Commercial air routes cross the region continuously, linking Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. Military aviation is also common across this corridor. On the night of January 4th, 2026, the observation began here. From a hotel overlooking Kuwait Bay, from the 7th floor, the view is clear and elevated. A direct line of sight toward the southern sky and the open Gulf. It was from this vantage point that two witnesses noticed an unusual light moving across the night. Facing south over the bay, the two witnesses first noticed a sudden streak of light crossing the sky. At first glance, it resembled a meteor, a fast, bright horizontal flash moving across the night. But within seconds, its behavior began to change. The light appeared to slow down. Then, a steady blinking green light became visible, clearly emanating from the object itself, positioned where a starboard navigation light would normally appear on a conventional aircraft. But there was no corresponding red port light, no white strobe, no visible structure, only a single green light, blinking steadily as it moved across the night sky. Then, without warning, the light's behavior changed again. What had been moving steadily across the sky suddenly gained speed, far beyond that of any conventional aircraft at that apparent distance. Within seconds, it executed a sharp turn toward the north. The maneuver was abrupt, too abrupt to resemble the wide banking arc of a commercial or military jet, more like a rapid change in vector, followed by immediate acceleration. No sound followed, no visible trail, no sonic boom. And just as suddenly as it had appeared, the light vanished into the night. The sighting lasted roughly 15 seconds. A fast streak was first observed crossing the southern sky, before slowing into a distinct point of light. A single blinking green light was visible, with no additional navigation lights. The object then accelerated sharply, turned north, and disappeared at high speed. No sound or sonic boom was reported.
The speed was extraordinary, estimated at Mach 2 or possibly Mach 3 based on my experience. I am a qualified F-18 pilot and am very familiar with high-performance military and civilian aircraft appearances, speeds, and lighting at night.
Weather conditions over Kuwait City that night were clear. Visibility was excellent, with no significant cloud cover reported. Ideal conditions for visual observation. Each year in early January, Earth passes through a dense stream of cosmic debris. This period marks the peak of the quadranted meteor shower, one of the most active annual meteor events visible from the northern hemisphere. Quadrantids are known for their bright, fast-moving streaks, often appearing suddenly and crossing the sky in a fraction of a second. Under clear skies, observers may witness dozens of meteors per hour during peak activity. These meteors are caused by small fragments entering Earth's atmosphere at high speed, producing brief, luminous trails as they burn up in the upper atmosphere. On the night of January 4th, 2026, quadrantid activity was indeed present across the region. A fast luminous streak, such as the one initially observed over Kuwait Bay, would therefore not have been unusual. However, meteor trajectories are typically linear and extremely brief. They do not visibly slow down, alter course, or display structured blinking lights. In this case, the observed object remained visible for several seconds, appeared to decelerate, and later executed a sharp directional change before disappearing. The primary witness reported extensive experience as a naval aviator flying high-performance aircraft, including the FA-18. He stated familiarity with aircraft speeds, lighting configurations, and night flight operations. Such experience does not eliminate the possibility of misidentification, but it provides context regarding the observer's ability to recognize conventional aerial traffic. A review of the major international meteor and fireball reporting databases revealed no confirmed meteor sightings over Kuwait corresponding to the time and characteristics of this observation. While meteor activity was present globally during this period, no recorded event matching the duration, visibility, and reported maneuvering behavior was identified in the region. No confirmed media coverage or additional public reports were identified at the time of this research. Over a duration of approximately 15 seconds, 2 observers, including an experienced military aviator, reported a fast-moving aerial light capable of visible deceleration, sustained controlled movement, and abrupt directional change. Weather conditions were clear. Meteor activity was present globally, yet no confirmed reports matching the described behavior were recorded locally. The trajectory and flight characteristics do not clearly match those of known aircraft or natural phenomena. From an observational standpoint, several characteristics make the case noteworthy: apparent supersonic speed, sustained controlled flight, abrupt directional changes, and no visible propulsion. At the same time, key elements remain missing: no photographic or radar data, no secondary witnesses, no official investigation made public. As with many similar reports, the event remains documented but unresolved.